An inquiry in the UK has found that an innocent Iraqi man died in British military custody after being hooded, beaten and abused. Up to 14 Royal Army soldiers will now be suspended and a number of them are likely to face prosecution. Europe correspondent Emma Alberici.
What's happening in these pictures is against international law and was specifically banned in the UK in 1972. They show Iraqi detainees in the custody of the British military, hooded and forced into painful positions. An inquiry has described Corporal Donald Payne as a violent bully. He's the soldier shouting the abuse. In the 8 years since this video was produced, he remains the only member of the army that's faced any disciplinary action for the 36 hours of repeated torture suffered by these innocent men.
My judgment is that they constituted an appalling episode of serious, gratuitous violence on civilians, which resulted in the death of one man and injuries to others.
This photograph of Baha Mousa was taken shortly after his death. His nose broken, the post-mortem found broken ribs too, 93 separate injuries. The medical tubes still in his mouth show the attempts made to revive him.
I could not say in enough words how sorry, not only for myself, but for those that were involved in his death. Whether you hit him or you didn't hit him, you still have your own responsibility for his death that day.
7 soldiers were court-martialled in 2006, including the battalion's former commanding officer, George Mendonça. All were cleared of manslaughter charges, just one was convicted of inhumane treatment.
Well, it's clearly a truly shocking and appalling incident. It should not have happened. It should never be allowed to happen again.
The inquiry insists that up to 14 soldiers must now face trial. The final report states that the British military demonstrated a lack of discipline and moral courage. Emma Alberici, ABC News, London.